It's the most wonderful time of the year.
All I'm saying, guys, is there's nothing gets me hype like an AEW pay-per-view.
Honestly,
nothing gets me hype. There are standards to this shit. WWE's here. WrestleMania's here. Any pay-per-view with an AEW logo on it is right here. I'm telling
Easily.
you, they just know how to build and they know how to make us excited. And they pack these cards every single time. Going into this pay-per-view, my favorite pay-per-view ever for AEW is probably Revolution from 2020 with the Bucks and Omega and Hangman, and the Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara match was amazing. That entire card was just great. And that's, every pay-per-view they do is great, but there's a level to it. And right now, I still think the greatest pay-per-view they ever did was Revolution 2020. But I will tell you right now, on Sunday night, we are in for one hell of a card.
Oh, this card is insane.
It might surpass it. I'm not gonna lie to you. That the one that's the match that set the tone there was that tag team match, and I'm telling you, the tag team match we got later tonight, we'll get into. Whew, my God, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. So why don't we jump right into it? We'll start off with the buy-in. This first match isn't on the buy-in anymore. It was actually moved to the main card. But we decided that we will still talk about it here. What are you thinking for this match?
Okay, so I'm pretty confident Ruby Soho is the Joker.
I am too. I'm thinking.
Do you think she wins it as a Joker?
No.
Brian Cage.
No, because then she has to lose. Britt Baker's not dropping the title.
And then Thunder Rosa, that's the obvious call. But do you think they want to give up the Thunder Rosa match yet?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna go out with something crazy here, and I'm gonna say something that I don't think anyone's saying. I'm going with Ty Conti.
Ty Conti, I could see that.
Because I think Ty Conti is amazing. I think Ty Conti is a great wrestler. I was watching the Wrestling Observer, and I agree with something. I think that they need to let her do more judo. And they need to keep those judo throws up. Don't stop making it complicated. She doesn't need to be a technical wrestler. She is a judo Brazilian background. Thrive off that, because when she capitalizes off her judo background, it's amazing.
Absolutely, it's amazing.
Don't fuck that up. Just let her be her. She's developing into. She's probably one of the most improved women on the roster. Of course, second to Britt Baker, because Britt Baker is just hot. Not just the hottest women's wrestler in the world right now, probably one of the hottest wrestlers period in the world right now. So I'm going with Ty Conti. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with something a little crazy. Do you remember the Inspirations?
Oh, the da
Yeah.
da.
Yeah. I don't remember their names.
Right.
I don't remember their names.
Paige
but
Royce and Billy Kay.
Yep.
The Iconics.
Yep. I think it'll be one of them.
You see, I personally would love to see the Inspiration in AEW because I love AEW, but I think they're better served in TNA because they have a Knockouts tag team.
That's very true. That's very true. But if we are basing it on who's winning this, I think Ty Conti will. As far as who's the Joker's going to be, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill. She's already announced for the match.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
She wasn't on the picture, so I didn't.
Yeah, she's already announced for the match.
It was marked as the buy-in, so I didn't really pay attention to it.
We'll see. I'm going with Ty Conti. I think Ty Conti's going to win this. I think that's a wrestler that would, she could really use a title feud, but it wouldn't hurt her if she lost clean to Britt Baker.
No,
or
it's
if there
kind of
was some shitty finish. I think that she's the only one right now out of the big names I can think of that can afford a loss in the title scene.
Also, another scenario that I see happening is Britt Baker's clue on Dynamite when she said that both of her girls are in the Battle Royal. So what I'm thinking is people were saying, I watched Wrestle Planet earlier, and they were saying that Rebel was going to win. I think it's going to be Jamie Hager.
Yeah, if it's not going to be Rebel. If either one of those two win, it's going to be Jamie Hager.
My bad.
She's a monster. And if they build her right, she could be the female Brock Lesnar. There's no ands or buts. She's got that she looks like a badass. Kind of like Jade Cargill. She's not quite as big as Jade, but, she just looks like she'll kick somebody's ass.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I think that'd be an interesting, dynamic, kind of like a MJF and Cody Rhodes thing. Mm-hmm. Kind of take her under your wing, but she turns her back on you and actually tries to win it.
The only thing I'm going to say is I don't think they built that relationship long enough for it to be a thing.
They didn't.
So I'm going to stick with Ty Conti. I think she's the one. What's your final answer here?
For the winner,
Yes.
Ty Conti.
All right.
Who's your final answer for the Joker?
Ruby Soho. It's
Mine
obvious.
is 2.
It's obvious. I mean,
Mine is 2.
we all know that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
she's actually from Indiana. I don't know if you know that. She lives in
Ty Conti is?
Lafayette. No. Ruby Soho.
Oh, shit. For
Her
real?
latest video, she had an Indiana ID. I learned that she's actually from Lafayette.
Oh, that's sick. I
It's
didn't know
pretty cool.
that.
Yeah, it's dope.
But moving on to the actual buy-in, we've got this behemoth of a match, which I'm very excited for. What you got?
This is easy. The HFO
Yeah.
is not winning this match.
No.
Jungle Boy is going to be the most over wrestler in this ring. Him and Orange Cassidy are both going to get a great ovation. They're going to really.
Yeah.
This is really just a match to warm up the crowd. Like I said, I think this is just going to be a match to build the crowd. And I think they're doing a great job. I think they're going to do some crazy ass spots here. It's going to be breakneck pace, get that crowd warmed up in Chicago. Not that Chicago crowds need warmed up,
No,
because the
not at
Chicago
all.
crowds from firsthand experience. Chicago crowds hit differently. Let me tell you, that is probably the best wrestling city in the
Yep.
world.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, and Jurassic Express to win this match.
Who pins who?
I'm going to go with Jungle Boy pinning. No, I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy pinning Matt Hardy again.
Yep. That's what I was
That's
thinking.
what I think they're
That's
gonna
what
set
I
this
was
feud up
thinking, the
somewhere.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give my take on this, Orange Cassidy and Jungle Boy are the most over wrestlers in this match. And in my opinion, I don't like the HFO that much. And I mean, I know they're heels and everything. But I mean, great wrestlers, don't get me wrong. I just don't get the faction together.
The problem is they're too damn big.
Yeah.
They're too damn big. You don't need fucking 7 wrestlers in a goddamn faction. That's why I think Butcher and Blade needs to become Malachi Black's faction very quickly.
That would be dope.
That would be amazing.
That would be dope. I actually just listened to
the House of Black. That is the name. The House
yeah,
of Black.
I actually
oh my God.
I actually just listened to Talk Is Jericho, his podcast with Malachi Black.
I need to listen to that.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like, legit. And he talks about how he wants to team up with the Butcher and the Blade.
I think I just think that would be great. They've already got the dark persona for the Butcher
Yeah.
and the Blade, and then you bring them the House of Black, and I'm telling you, that faction it's just another trio. We're building for this trio title, and I'm telling you, they've been building these trio divisions. And I think the trio division is going to catch people by surprise. I don't think people realize just how entertaining the 6-man tag division can be. And now I think that could be something they capitalize with on Rampages. Maybe debuting that trio title on Rampage to get a big number on that rating. I'm going to go as far as give my prediction. I think the first trios champion is going to be Jurassic Express. But, so we're going to lock in on, for the buy-in, of course, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, and Orange Cassidy. And Jurassic Express and Orange Cassidy.
And finally, moving on to the main card, we are going to start off with QT Marshall and Paul White.
Paul White wins. I don't give a fuck about this match.
Given the circumstances from Wednesday night with the Gun Club and everything, I don't know.
Paul White wins. QT Marshall doesn't beat Paul White.
Don't get me wrong. I think Paul White's going to win, but I think I don't know how.
Here's the thing. A lot of people give QT Marshall shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the guy. I just think, and don't get me wrong, AEW's booking has always been phenomenal. The booking QT Marshall's endured,
It seems forced.
it's been atrocious.
Yeah.
What the hell is the point of a Billy Gunn heel turn? Like, of course, we gotta let us see what they're gonna do with it. Maybe they'll make some crazy ass storyline out of it.
In Con we trust.
I mean, I don't think it's relevant.
Right.
I don't think the Gun Club is relevant enough to be a part of a main storyline yet. I think Austin Gunn's going to be Austin. I love Austin Gunn. I think he's got a lot of persona. I think he's got a lot of charisma, just like his father. I really want to see him make his own character, though. He does not need to be Billy Gunn 2.0. He needs to go back to the drawing board and find something else.
Yeah,
we've
I
already
agree.
seen the Ass Man. Don't be your father. Be something original, because you've got the charisma. You've got, the mic. I think that he'd have the mic skills. Maybe a couple of years he'll learn and he'll get better on the mic, but he's got to find something original. Don't just become Billy Gunn 2.0. We don't need it. This ain't the Attitude Era. The Ass Man don't work in 2021, Bubs. I'm promising you that. I'm going with Paul White. I think this is an easy one to call. There's no way they debut Paul White just to have him lose. They didn't sign him for all that, just to lose to QT Marshall.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm going with Paul White. Final answer on that.
I'm going with Paul White as well. I do think that the gun club's going to get involved?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they wouldn't have built it if it wasn't. But
Right.
I just think Paul White's gonna get sold like a badass here. I'm just hoping to God it's a 5-minute match. It doesn't need to be long. This could be the match on the card. Unfortunately, as much as I hate to say this, I don't want to disrespect anyone on this card because they've earned their spot. They've all done their work. They've earned what they've done here.
This is a big card. There's a lot of matches.
This needs to be a 5-minute squash match.
There's a lot of matches, and I think this is the match that doesn't go above 10 minutes.
It shouldn't. It should be
I think
5.
every other match is going to go 25, 30 minutes.
We'll see. I don't know about every match, but I don't think Britt Baker and Statlander go 25. But
I don't think John Moxley does as well either.
John Moxley match is going to be so hard hitting. We'll get to that though.
This next match is one that was actually taken off the card due to travel restrictions for Pac. He's actually currently trapped in the UK, or so we're told to believe. But
the global bastard cost us the bastard, guys.
Yeah.
I'm super bummed about this. I hope this is a work. I don't think it is because I don't think they would work.
This is the reason that I think it's a work. And going back to referencing Wrestle Planet's video, they had talked about how Andrade had tweeted out that he might be having a match with a mystery opponent. I mean, people were talking about Daniel Bryan being the match. People were talking about Adam Cole being the match. But honestly, I don't see either of them being the match because neither of them can lose.
That's true.
So my prediction is, you remember how when Andrade first came, he stopped the Lucha Bros limo ride?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. This is a work.
Well, he actually cost Pac. He stopped Pac's plane before in the past.
Right.
Here's why I would love for it to happen. Don't get me wrong. This is one of the most hype matches I think for me personally because I think these two can go and they're going to prove it that they are. Oh my God, it would be so good and I can't wait for this match. But I don't think they would add a match to the card that's already this big if they were going to have this match. They added a complete match.
I don't know. I mean, AEW has done some crazy things in the past.
Yeah, but they don't want to become the WWE and have 6-hour shows.
No, I agree.
6-hour shows is too long. I wouldn't count this match being there. It could. If Andrade comes down to the ring and tries to pull that count to 10 and call me the winner shit,
right?
Just know it's either Pac or someone's debuting.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be Adam Cole.
And then we're all going to be very hurt because Adam Cole's going to have to lose.
Yeah. Another thing is, we'll get to this. I'll get to this later, but I don't expect this match to happen, but we'll see.
Moving on to probably one of the better matches on the card, in my opinion, just from a booking and just who's in it match, is the Women's Championship match.
See, that's wrong. I completely disagree.
You don't think so?
They have not booked this at all.
I mean, they could have done a better job, don't get me wrong,
It's been
very lazy.
Britt Baker is too damn good for this bullshit booking. You gave her Nyla Rose with some shitty feud, and now you give her a 2-week booking with Chris Statlander, and all it's featured is her running in after the match to save Red Velvet. I'm telling you, this women's division, there's no more excuse. You got Rampage.
Yeah.
Start putting some storylines in this damn division. Britt Baker is fucking amazing, all right? I was all for, I was defending AEW. I was saying, hey, they need more time. They need more TV time. They've got to push the big stars that have a name out there because they need to get viewers. Time's up. You got a star in your women's division. Use her.
Whom you built.
Use Britt Baker. Let her carry the torch because I'm telling you, you give her the time, she's not going to disappoint. I mean, we've seen it. She is, and you want to talk about on the mic? She might be one of the best on the mic in the damn company.
Yeah.
I mean, she's electric. There's nothing this girl can't do. I mean, she's a fucking dentist on top of this. Give her time, and this is the most predictable match in the card. Britt Baker's not losing.
No.
It's going to be a good match. I think
it'll be a very good match.
I think they'll give him 15 minutes, but Britt's winning with the lockjaw. I think we'll see some outside interference. Maybe we'll see Adam Cole appear here, possibly.
No.
But
if Adam Cole appears anywhere, it's going to be during either the steel cage match
that's what I was talking about. We're going to get to that, though.
Or the championship match.
Yeah, Britt Baker's going to win this, and please give her an actual storyline. Please build something for next week. And I'm telling you exactly what it needs to be. Thunder motherfucking Rosa.
Yeah, because that was
Those
the
two.
that was the best women's storyline that they've had so far.
That's probably the best. That's the best women's match they've had in company's history. Maybe one of the
Easily.
best women's matches of all time. Probably second to Sasha versus Bayley at Takeover Brooklyn too. But it's one of the best we've seen. Especially that Lights Out match was amazing, and to see women blading on TV was a little controversial. But I think it was there for a reason. It served a purpose.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Chris Statlander.
No,
since she's come back, she's been a monster. She's been great.
Amazing.
She looks amazing. I just think it was lazy booking. I know I called it amazing booking earlier. It was kind of a joke, kind of not, because I like it. It's kind of quick, kind of like, hey, get your mind on this. Just kind of throwing a match together.
It's time to stop.
But it is time to stop.
It's time to start giving her some storyline. She is the star. Mm-hmm. She's not just just the biggest women's star in your company. She's one of the biggest stars in your damn company. Period.
Yeah.
Treat her as such.
Yeah.
You got an hour Rampage. Even if you got to throw it on Rampage, give her a storyline. She deserves it.
But going on to
CJ Perry is a fine female.
Fine female. We didn't even talk about her being able to maybe be in the Joker.
Nah, she's not gonna be a Joker. I love seeing her on TV. I think she's going to be used more of a manager for Miro. And I think that's what she's going to be good for. I think she's going to add a lot to this character. And I think
a lot to Miro's cockiness.
I mean, when you got a wife like that, you got to use her.
Right.
You got to have her on TV. I mean, she looks like $1 million. Miro looks like $1 million.
Easily.
That's what you call a power couple.
Looks a hell of a lot better than when he was Rusev.
That is what you call a power couple. Of course, Miro's going to win this match. I'm a lot more excited for this match than I think a lot of people are. I think Eddie Kingston is amazing. I love Eddie Kingston.
I do too.
If you got to say the guy on the mic, that's probably one of the best in the history of wrestling, actually. I know that's going to piss some people off, but Eddie Kingston is damn good on a mic. I said it on Twitter the other night. I said, if we had Dynamite and they gave Eddie Kingston a mic and let him cut a 2-hour promo, I wouldn't be mad. He's that damn good.
Yeah, honestly.
Miro wins. It's going to be a good match. Probably 10 minutes.
You think it's only going to be 10 minutes?
Miro's being built like a monster right now. This is just another step.
I think it'll go 15 to 17 minutes.
We'll see. I think Miro wins in 10. But
we're going to time them.
All right.
And post the results on Twitter.
I don't know if I'm going that far, but you can time them.
But yeah, I go with Miro. Like we were talking about this earlier. If this was at Grand Slam in New York, maybe it's a little bit different.
And
I'm
Eddie
not
Kingston's
sure.
Now, would I love to see them run it back at Grand Slam and see Eddie Kingston
I
get
would
his moment? Do I think they're going to kill
So,
Rusev this early? No.
Let me ask you this.
Miro, Rusev, my bad.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that it's CJ Perry that cost Eddie Kingston the win?
No, Miro wins clean here. Miro doesn't.
I'm just saying it would set up a rematch at Grand Slam.
They're not gonna have some shitty distraction finish. Miro is a badass, and Miro's.
I keep forgetting that this isn't WWE.
No,
You're so used to something for 20 years.
It wasn't like that for 20 years, though.
No, it wasn't.
It's been like that since 2017, and they've been okay. We're not supposed to be biased because we're a podcast. Don't take this the wrong way. I want them to be fucking good. I want Raw to be like it was in
wish that they were good.
But it isn't. Let's not get off topic here. Let's continue on.
Moving on to probably, honestly, my favorite match of the night.
Oh, if it's the
Omega and Christian Cage, just because it's CM Punk and we always save him for last.
This is the easiest one to call tonight.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell Omega lose this match. There's no way in hell. I think it'll be a good match. But there is no way in hell Kenny Omega drops title here.
No.
They're not going to put it on Christian Cage.
I think it'll be close. I think they'll give us a couple of 2.99999s.
It won't be clean.
No. And honestly, if Adam Cole was to debut, I think he helps Kenny win this match.
No, they don't debut Adam Cole here because they have another person debut here. And this is why I think this is going to finish. This is why I think this will be the last match on the card. Because at the very end, Kenny Omega's going to get on the mic and say, I beat everyone. I've got no one else to wrestle. And guess his music hits. It's the final countdown.
Da-da-da-da.
And then the
Da-da-da-da.
Bryan Danielson makes his AEW debut. So, yeah, I think this will close tonight, but I think we're going to see Omega win. Not cleanly. Cut a promo, and then the place goes crazy because Bryan Danielson makes his AEW debut. I know they're going to try to wait till Grand Slam, but COVID's scaring them right now, so
yeah,
they're moving.
It's already been confirmed that he's going to be there.
I wouldn't say confirmed.
Well, pretty much confirmed.
I mean, it's not confirmed, but the people who reported
it's not
CM
confirmed, but it's confirmed.
The people who reported CM Punk at the United Center are the ones reporting this. So I mean,
which one's more unlikely? Like, think about like a month ago, and you heard both of these.
CM Punk.
Which one's more unlikely?
CM Punk. I never believed CM Punk was going to be debuting in any wrestling again.
I didn't either.
But I'm telling you, I'm happy. I'm here to see it.
Also, just as a transition into this next match, I just want to say for everybody that's wanting AJ Lee to come back, she's not coming back.
Yeah, her knee's done.
Her neck.
And she's way too successful. She's a way too successful,
author, I mean,
she's too successful with her books right now, and she's not going to risk her neck. Would it be cool to see her come back as like a manager for CM Punk? Yeah. I don't think.
Do I think it'll happen? Again.
No. But we got CM Punk. Live with what you got.
Yeah. I mean,
and CM Punk's a big fucking deal. If there's one wrestler you want to see come back in 2021, I guarantee 90% of people would say CM Punk.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, that is going to transition us to what I think is going to be the main event.
Darby Allin gets elevated either way on this. Even if he loses this match, he still becomes a bigger star in the process. So, I mean, CM Punk wins. It's a guarantee. There's no doubt. He makes too much money not to win this match.
Yeah, I could see it going either way, but what I am going to say is I could see Punk winning more because I don't think this is the final match that we see of these two.
See, there's so much to do with him. I don't know if they're going to...
I mean, like in a year or so.
Maybe. I think in the end
when Punk does have a chance to lose, I think Punk finally puts him over.
I'm ready for this Colt Cabana feud. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think we're going to get that.
They've made up, Bubs. It's been a long
Have
time.
they?
I'm quite confident they've made up.
Because you're such good friends with them?
No, but I'm quite confident that they've made up since then. I mean, he's in the same company. They're going to have to get over it. And they're professionals, so there's no way in hell Tony Khan doesn't capitalize off of that real life drama. The best way to create a wrestling storyline is real beef. You remember Edge and Matt Hardy?
Yeah.
Matt Hardy. Did you ever think they'd have a feud over Lita when Lita actually had an affair with Matt Hardy?
Yeah.
In real life with Edge. I'm telling you, the best storylines are created by real life beef, and this is about as beefy as it gets. Colt Cabana sued CM Punk, so. But yeah, CM Punk wins.
CM Punk wins, and it closes the night for this amazing AEW All Out.
To get this straight, you think Bryan Danielson's going to debut after this match?
No.
Because there's no way he doesn't end the night.
Like I said, I think the last two matches are interchangeable.
I could see where Bryan Danielson would come out and we could get that match with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson because Bryan Danielson isn't ready for the title.
I don't think we're going to get that right off the bat. I think we will eventually get it. But I think Punk is more focused on younger talent. But anyways,
the next Punk feud is Daniel Garcia. I also love Daniel Garcia in 2.0.
I do too. Jericho also just dropped a podcast with 2.0.
I gotta watch that
as well.
2.0 is a team that's earned what they got. And
yeah.
They've been pushed right to the top, and they've capitalized on every opportunity they've gotten.
But everybody, as you can see, this is probably going to be one of the best pay-per-views I've ever seen in my life.
In wrestling history. If you aren't excited for this pay-per-view, you're not a wrestling fan.
You're not a wrestling fan.
There's no way.
I don't care if you're a WWE mark. I don't care if you're not an AEW fan. I don't care if you're not a Punk fan. this is going to be the greatest pay-per-view in wrestling history.
WrestleMania 17 is going to be tough to beat, but it has a possibility.
I agree. It's going to be close, but
I don't know. I think top to bottom this card has what it takes, and I think it's just... And I know the crowd is going to be in it because it's Chicago.
it's Chicago. CM Punk is wrestling, and it's probably the best card I've ever seen.
That steel cage match?
Is that your match of the night?
Without a doubt.
That's my match of the night.
Listen, man. There's going to be some good matches in this as well, but that cage match is going to be here. Everything else is going to be right here. That cage match might be the greatest tag team match in history.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one because that
because they have to top what they did before. Yeah. It's a rematch.
And that ladder match was amazing.
That's what I'm saying. They have to top it. Well, as you can see, it's past Skylar's bedtime, and we still have Rampage to watch.
I've worked 11 hours today, and I came straight home to do this, so...
catch y'all later.